We got one half of the Eternal MMA 88 main event right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event.
Live from HBF Stadium Festival Hall. Melbourne Pavilion. Not even backstage, we're literally outside.
Was that the best fight card in Australian MMA history?
Call me crazy, but make sure you call me when I'm right.
Be good if the Aussie MMA Instagram page would give us a bit of glow up because we're killing it.
Welcome to the Australian MMA podcast. My name is Mitch Tinley. Today's guest, John Martin Fraser, one of the funniest and scariest Welshmen on Australian soil. He calls Australia home. He has competed in Cage Warriors, or was going to. Sorry, he nearly did. There you go. He nearly competed in Cage Warriors. He's competed in Eternal MMA. He's been the champion of that organisation, one of, if not the best promotion in Australian MMA history. He's two-time champion there, and he's welcoming the ever devastating Alfred Stoddart September 14th. John Martin Fraser, with the win, easily puts himself as at least one half of the next Eternal MMA middleweight championship. He's very, very close to, the UFC. He's 1-2 wins away just because of how devastatingly exciting he is. He's a very, very funny guy. He's a podcast host. He's a soon-to-be dad. He's a very, very likable guy. You might have to listen to it twice, though, because he's sometimes hard to understand. But he's one of my favorite guests, and he's here right now. But let's hear from our friends at PRP Global. And then on the other side, one half of the Eternal MMA 88 main event on September 14th on UFC Fight Pass. It's John Martin Fraser. Fuel the fight with Australian-made MMA-inspired streetwear and support the next generation of MMA superstars. Delivering unprecedented support to the Aussie MMA scene, support PRP Global on their journey. 100% of profits go to the fighters. Check PRP Global out today. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the show, takes on Alfred Stoddart September 14th. John Martin Fraser, because apparently that's his first name.
John Martin's first name.
Yeah.
Fraser's last name.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I when you brought that up the other day, I saw it on your Instagram. I was like, that's weird. I thought it was John.
It's hyphenated, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking weird, isn't it? Did you know that?
Yeah. Fuck, aye. I was going to actually try and not swear for this entire chat. Fella.
I just remembered that, boy. That was the funniest video I think I've ever made. It's just you swearing non-stop.
I know. Shows my my depth of vocabulary.
Yeah. Well, you're learning two languages.
Not very.
Welsh and English, two different languages. So.
Yeah, I can't speak Welsh, but we'll go with that though.
You can't speak any Welsh?
Oh, a little bit, like not enough though.
What? Give me a Welsh word.
Squealach and that.
The fuck is that?
What's a squealach and that mean, Liz? Thank you, innit? Please. There you go, please.
Wow.
That's shocking.
Wow,
yeah.
That is your ancestors will be very upset.
I know. Some of my friends will be upset with that,
actually. No, it's yeah, mate. Well, thanks for coming on. How's everything been going? Of course, we talked last you're at Team Compton because there's a big beef with you and Ryan Dunstan, and you hate Ignite so much and you'll never go back there ever again. So we've covered that bit, but yeah, so how's Team Compton going?
You're a prick guy. Nah, I got no problem with Dunstan. He's a good guy. You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, how is it?
Compton's going good, man. Yeah, it's really good. Just had my last sparring session this morning. And just getting ready for the fight week now. The camp's been awesome. It's been a really good change up for me. It's given me a bit of a different perspective on how to approach a fight, and I feel like I've improved a lot in the last 3 to 4 months of however long I've been down there. I feel like I've improved a lot. Yeah, I've just tightened a lot of things up, and I'm just really excited to go out and get out the next week.
In terms of sort of approaching the fight, is it kind of, do you go at it different mentally or physically? Is it training sessions? Is it mindset? What is it?
All of it really. I think it's just I think their style of fighting is just it suits my game at the moment very well. It's just complemented everything I do, and it's just tidied things up that I do already. Just more of an aggressive style, and I think it's just complemented things that I'm good at already, and added a few extra things as well. just tightened up my all over game really.
Do you know how to sort of fight a different way, or kind of when you get in there, are you just like, man, I try a game plan this or game plan that, but kind of my sort of muscle memory, the way I fight just takes over? Or can you stick to a game plan?
I just stick to a game plan, yeah. But I think I don't like to have like too much of a set game plan, because like things can go sideways pretty quick in a fight, and if the game plan starts falling apart for whatever reason, and it can change in a moment, if you get too married to the plan, I think that can fuck your head up a little bit. So I think I'd rather have like a rough idea of what I'm supposed to do, and then just change it up on the fly if I need to, And obviously, like there's no point sticking to a plan if you might miss opportunities if you are sticking to one area a little bit too much,
Is the game plan just punch him in the face?
Yeah, there's actually, you nailed it.
Now, last time I saw you train, I saw Blair just, beating you from pillar to post. Is that still happening?
Pretty much, yeah. Swept me a couple of times. He's actually on holiday for the last 2 weeks, so I've had a bit of a break from it. He's crazy good, man.
That's rude. Miss. So with an important fight of yours, he's going on holidays. I'd hate to stir the pot here, but that seems very selfish.
What an asshole, I agree. He's a prick. I'm gonna mess him right now, actually, just to remind him he's a prick.
What about Kyle Noke? Did he help you out?
No, he hasn't been in training too much himself. He's got a pretty bad shoulder at the moment. He's had, I don't think he needs surgery or anything, but he's had issues. He hasn't been able to do his gay CrossFit stuff for a little bit either. So he's had to have a break from using that shoulder of his.
Have you tried it?
What?
The gay CrossFit stuff?
Oh, nah, it's too hard for me. It's too hard for me.
How come you're getting forgotten? How come all your boys are leaving you high and dry?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Just not the champion anymore. So the boys are like, fuck him.
It's not important.
They're like, fuck him. Nah. Yeah. Kyle'll be coming down next week and help me out with the weight cut and stuff. And but no, he's going to be out of training for a little bit, I think.
Was it cool getting your boys ready? Obviously, mixed results with Stewie Nicol and Tom Nolan, but was that cool to sort of be in the process of that?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's always good to see boys doing well. Like, obviously, like Stewie, like Tom and Stewie, I didn't train too much for their camps, because obviously Stewie's like a few weight classes below. I've done a bit of sparring with Tom recently since his fight, with him being the southpaw, and he also kicks like a mule, so it's been pretty handy. But yeah, it's awesome, man. And like, Stewie's shit happens, like, it's just the fight. That's the fight game. Like, you can be on point and everything, and it's just that one little mistake or the right thing happening for the other person, and that's a fight over.
Is there are there any guys that are sort of two weight classes below that you've ever trained with that have just like kicked the shit out of you?
Yeah. Dom Arfan does it on a fucking weekly basis, to be honest. No, there's loads of smaller guys that are beasts, man. Like, like striking wise, even like that, like Ethan Mitchell, like obviously like we're not sparring full clip, but just even grappling a small guy like that is nuts. He's so small, but he's real hard to hold down, and his striking's nuts. Yeah, for sure, man.
You know what I found really interesting about being there is seeing inside the mind of Steve Compton, because like you look at him, he just looks like a real tough guy, and he's like, you do hard training sessions and then you get in and get out type thing. But the way he breaks it down and sort of like has all you guys operating so in sync and so smoothly. What's kind of sort of been the big learning thing that you've had with Steve?
Yeah, I don't know. What's been the big learning thing?
Obviously nothing.
Nothing. I don't know, like, yeah, just his, just the way he approaches the fights. I think, like Steve's, like, I don't want to talk too much. I'm trying not to say too much now, not to give away too much of what I'm going to say, what I want to do. But yeah, Steve's fucking awesome. That's all I'm going to say. No, he's just good, man. He gets like I think he does like no one in the gym looks exactly the same. Like you can fight a similar way without having a completely different style at the same time. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't, like I haven't gone in there now and he's saying like, nah, I want you looking exactly the same as Tom Nolan or fucking or Blair or this. It's like he gives you little techniques that I haven't come across in other gyms, And I think he takes like little bits. Like I think he's a true martial artist in the sense of like he's like studies his traditional style of martial arts, and he applies like little techniques and puts it into his MMA training. You know, like he takes like his concept out of some of the knife defense stuff that he's got and puts it into how he throws his elbows and stuff. And it's like, fucking hell, that's really interesting how you've taken a little bit of that and applied it into this, you know? So yeah, that's been really cool to see, and seeing how he thinks with certain things, you know? But yeah, it doesn't just put everyone in the same box. He works with everyone's style and changes it to fit each individual person, I feel like.
Does that mean if Alfred Stoddart comes at you with a knife, you'll be fine?
Nah. Absolutely not. If he comes on with a knife, I'm fucking turning around.
Well, mate, what's it feel like kind of as being like almost like the old veteran now welcoming this young up and comer? Like, how does that feel? You're the guy that's been around. You made your name. Alfred Stoddart is still trying to sort of make his. How does that feel to kind of be the guy welcoming the new guy?
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest. Like I haven't. That's since you said I haven't thought about it at all before you just said. Yeah, I haven't approached it any different from like fighting Ben Johnson or fucking Matt Myers or Brogan. Like, it's exactly the same. He's got a pair of arms and legs, all the same. I think he's a big, dangerous guy. He carries a lot of power. He's fucking fast as well. I'm not taking him lightly at all. You know, I'm treating him the same as I would going into like a world championship fight. You know.
And we talked about it previously with Stoddart as well a couple of days ago, and he was talking about how he's always an interesting fight. It's either going to be in a striking sort of back and forth like war almost, or a masterclass, or he can get clipped within a minute. As a guy that can knock people out, do you study more the fight that he has for 3 rounds, or do you more look at the fight where he gets clipped and see the holes where you can sort of execute?
Oh, look, I don't really take too. Yeah, he's got clipped. Fuck, man, anyone can get clipped. Like, you know, it's a roll of the dice. Like, you know, I'll watch all of his fights. I don't watch them too much. I'll watch a little bit here and there, but I leave it up to my coaches to watch it mostly. I don't watch a whole lot of my opponents. I got a rough idea, so I'm pretty familiar to see what I'm going in there with. But yeah, and I don't take too much into like fucking small gloves, big boys. Anyone can get clipped, you know. I don't think I don't read too much into that. I'm not going into it, you know, just thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna throw this shot and finish him. I'm going in there to fuck him up, like, you know. And whether it's in a minute or it's over 3 rounds, that's my plan, like, you know.
Do you think about when you go into a fight, kind of what it might mean with a victory and all that sort of stuff? Like, you know, it puts you probably next the other half of the guy in a title shot. Like, does that sort of creep into your mind at all? Or do you not worry about that stuff?
Just see what happens after I win the fight, you know. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. It's there. I think about it a little bit, but yeah, who knows who else is fighting another time, you know. I don't really, it's out of my control, that shit is.
And being a tough fighting Welshman, but also nearly a dad, how's that getting for you?
It's cool, man. I'm excited, yeah. Like, really excited. It's just got about 4 months left, I think it is. Yeah. I should be due on Christmas Eve. Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be cool, like, you know.
So when your like partner's like pregnant, needs help, you're like, gotta go to training. See ya.
Yeah, just rub her back and then I'm off. No. I try and do as much as I can to help her out, you know. But she's been a dream. I was expecting her to turn into a psychopath, but she's been crazy as. She's really enjoying the pregnancy. But there's still time left, so I might get stabbed.
Nah, does being a dad excite you? Like, are you the guy that always kind of wanted a kid?
Oh yeah, the last couple of years, like, we've been obviously talking about it, just getting older and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I think it's just going to be a new, it's just a different phase of life. Like, you know, it's exciting. You going as well, you said?
Yeah. It's the fucking best. It's like, you know, like someone loves you no matter what you do. It's cool.
Yeah, true. I'm excited, man.
Is there pressure to kind of like get a real job?
Nah,
That's cool.
this is a real job, like.
No,
Yeah.
but, you know, like some people feel like you see heaps of guys that walk away and stuff because they're like, oh, you know, I don't know how to balance both, or I'm going to work in an office. I think it's the dumbest thing you can do. But I feel like there's a lot of pressure as a man to go do that shit.
Yeah, no, look, obviously, like I do other things to get some to bulk my money up on top of fighting as well. Mainly selling foot on my feet, but obviously, I bumped my wage up a little bit anyway, so I'm doing all right on that side of things. But I'm in the process of setting up something else for the near future as well, which will help with that sort of things in the next coming couple of years. So I'll actually be looking to open my own MMA gym within the next year at some point. So that on the sunny coast. So that's and I got other people to do it with. So it's not going to take the pressure off me doing it just being me. You know what I mean? So I can focus on my fighting as well. But that's something that's in the pipeline as well. So yeah.
Wow. Issues at Ignite, issues at Team Compton. He has to go and start his own gym.
Yeah.
How's the podcast going?
Yeah, so I had a bit of fun, like, innit? It's a bit of fun the last couple of weeks. Obviously the last week and this week, basically for the past 3 weeks, I'll be a little bit quieter on it because coming up to the fight, but then we'll be ramping it back up and after that. But yeah, it's a bit of a laugh and talking a bit of shit.
Oh, it's great. But it's like, as a guy that has a podcast, right? It's necessary that I train, that I understand the other side of it. As a guy that fights, do you now understand this other side of podcasting and interviewing people?
What do you mean?
Like,
in what sense?
You're supposed to say it's like, oh yeah, it's like a lot harder, Mitch. Like no one gives you credit. Like it's actually
it's so rough. It is. It's so rough. No, I enjoy it. It's good crack. I just sitting down having a chat with people. People aren't having too much time. People aren't having too much time understanding me. But I have had a bit of feedback saying I swear too much. But
really?
Yeah. I know, shocking, right?
Yeah. Who's
yeah.
I don't think it's that bad, man. I don't. I actually don't even notice it. Half the time I'm not paying attention. I'm just going for like it's like when you talk to a Brazilian, like I'm just grabbing the words and putting them all together. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot too. Yeah.
Mate, September 14th, Southport Sharks, Gold Coast. Tell everyone what they can expect.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracking fight. I think two big guys getting after. I think you can expect a finish. I'm going out there to finish him in the first round. Yeah, this is the first 3-round fight I've had for a while, so I'm in fucking good enough shape to push a fucking pretty hard pace for 3 rounds. So, and that's if I don't get him out there early. But it's gonna be a cracking fight. Looking forward to it.
Do you ever just want to pull guard? Like, you know,
never
do some jiu-jitsu?
Never. I haven't got any.
All right, mate, you're an absolute legend. Thank you for taking the time. And you didn't swear too many. I think the fuck count was at about 4, so you're pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Nice and light.
All right, peace out, legend. Let me know when the gym's coming, and I'll I don't know, promote it.
Nice one. Cheers, bye.
See you, brother.